All right. And we are live.
Yay.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining. We're just going to wait one moment as everyone starts to come in.
Hello, hello.
Say hello in the chat when you're here. Let us know where you're tuning in from.
Yes, I'm logging in on my computer too so I can see the chat.
Me too, just to make sure. All right. I am so excited for this. I know we've been talking a lot about this class for the last week, especially if you're in the Telegram chat. There's been a lot of amazing conversations in there, and we've been able to connect with Aaron in there as well to learn a little bit more about what he does and some of his techniques and things he kind of adds in his practices. And one of those that we've been chatting about is EFT, and that's going to be the class today with my lovely friend Aaron from HIYERAlignment. So it looks like people are starting to come in now. So I want to give you the floor. Please feel free to introduce yourself to our community, even though a lot of us know who you are and have waited for you to come back. So yeah, let us know who you are, what EFT is about, and I'll go ahead and give you the floor, Aaron.
Thank you, Haylee. So thank you, everyone. Let me fix my screen. Perfect. So thank you, everyone. I'm so excited to be here on the Lucid Mystics YouTube channel. I am a big fan. I mean, I have been watching Haylee for a very long time now, and I really love her channel, not only because she teaches us about how to become lucid, but she also teaches us what to do and how to use lucidity for many different purposes, which I honestly find refreshing, because I think that many resources that I come across and many YouTube channels that I come across, people often just teach how to become lucid, but not how to follow up and what different steps to take and what to use lucid dreaming for. So thank you, Haylee, for all that you do. And thank you for allowing me to be here and present this evening. So tonight I am going to be presenting this workshop on EFT for Dreamwork and Lucid Dreaming. Hello, hello. Hey, Jason, how are you doing? So I'm really excited about this because EFT, it stands for the Emotional Freedom Technique. It is a technique that I use just about every day in my personal life. Typically when I teach EFT, I have an EFT masterclass and it's about 5 parts. So I teach EFT for personal development. And one thing that I'm really excited about tonight is that I get to teach EFT for Dreamwork, which honestly, I've never even taught on my own channel just because this is like my own practice. So you all are getting my secret practice. So I'm gonna just give it a moment for people to start rolling in. Has anyone ever heard of EFT before? EFT stands for the Emotional Freedom Technique. Let me know in the comment section. So if you see me here, I'm watching here on my phone, then over here is my computer. And I know that there is a bit of a lag. So just let me know. I'm just watching to see, has anyone ever heard of EFT before, or have you ever used EFT before? I never really used it in my practice until I met you, the Lucid Mystic. Perfect. Well, I'm going to be teaching you all about it tonight. We're going to go through the basics. We're going to talk about what is EFT, what is it used for. I'm going to break the technique down. I'm going to show you the basic tapping sequence, and we're also going to go through a number of example sessions at the end. So you will get a good amount of practice. So you should be leaving this workshop today with basically everything that you need, okay? No, never heard of it. I never have, but I'm so excited. Thank you, Erin. So good to see you. So good to see you all too. So honestly, I'm going to roll with this and I'm going to do it just how I do on my channel. So I do have a few housekeeping items. So let me just see housekeeping in the comments section. That's going to let me know that you are ready to roll, that you have your pens, your papers, your notebooks, tablets, recording devices, whatever you need to take notes. I know there is a bit of lag, so that's also why I have you drop housekeeping. It's just letting me know that we're all here and we are ready. So let me see housekeeping. Let me see the word housekeeping in the comments section. And if you have some tea, go ahead and, oh, it's yellow in here. I have some lemon tea with some coconut milk as with some vanilla coconut milk in there. So if you have some tea, go ahead and drink some tea with me. Okay, I'm seeing the housekeepings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Housekeeping item number 1 is going to be interaction. As I'm going through the content and the information this evening, please feel free to interact with me. If you have any questions, comments, experiences, go ahead and drop those in the comment section. I am really good at what I do, you all, not even to toot my own horn, but you'll see me. I'm going to be paying attention to the comment section. So if you have a question, you don't even have to wait to the end. Just go ahead and pop it in there and I'll be more than happy to answer it. This is a safe space and a safe place. So once again, if you are on the other side of the screen and you are bewildered, confused, bamboozled, do not sit there in your confusion. I want to make sure that everyone who has come to this workshop this evening leaves with exactly what you came here for. So I'm going to make sure that you know all about EFT and how to use the practice, okay? Housekeeping item number 2 is going to be sharing is caring, okay? Just like we are all trying to grow here, the queen, Haylee, the Lucid Mystic, she's trying to grow too. So if you enjoy this workshop and this information this evening, please share this video with a friend, family member, loved one. As I always say on my personal channel, tell a pimp, tell a player, tell a friend, tell a hater, tell somebody in your upline or your downline. So after this workshop is over, if you know someone who loves lucid dreaming and dream work, go ahead and share this video with them. If you enjoyed this content that I am presenting tonight, make sure that you follow my Instagram. It's HIYERAlignment. HIYER is spelled H-I-Y-E-R. I go live basically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and I always host free personal development workshops, okay? And make sure to also follow my YouTube. I think Haylee's gonna post that link for us in the chat and in the description box. I'm trying to grow you all as well. I think I just have 130 subscribers right now. So I do have I have a playlist on Dreamwork and lucid dreaming, but also on different skills. My channel is dedicated to personal development and energy work. So I have a lot of subliminal affirmations, solfeggio frequency videos. I have EFT sessions, just like we're going to be going through this evening, guided meditations. I have a series on mindfulness meditation. So if you're interested in, things in this area, make sure to check me out. Okay. My third housekeeping item is going to be the resources. So I know many of you are not familiar with my practice and what I do, but typically for my workshops and my master classes, I have a workbook, a digital workbook. So they always contain self-exploration questions, activities, how-tos, daily reading material. Some of them are fillable PDFs. So where there are self-exploration questions or journaling prompts, you can typically type directly in there. So there are 2 workbooks. So the one for this evening is going to be the EFT Workbook. So I think Haylee's going to drop that in the chat for us. Thank you. And then there's also a Dreamwork and Lucid Dreaming for Personal Development. Both of these workbooks are the workbooks from my masterclass series, but I wanted to bring them here tonight in case you do want to dive in deeper to any of this information. So letting you know up front, it's $22.22, but I have created a discount code for 25% off. And the discount code is going to be LM for Lucid Mystic EFT, so LMEFT 2020, so LMEFT 2022. That way you can get a little bit of a discount. If you want to dive deeper into EFT, I am going to be working out of the workbook this evening. So if you want to grab that, you most certainly can pull it up on your computer, on your laptop, whatever, and then, go through the information with me this evening. Let me see other housekeeping items coming up on my personal channel. I am going to be doing a wellness workshop series. It's going to be next week, February 14th. The queen herself, Lucid Mystic, Haylee, she is going to be presenting on Tuesday, and she's going to be guiding us through holotropic breath work. So Wellness Week is going to be hosted through Zoom. It is a free series for the community. It's for the past year, perhaps even more, it's been just a little bit stressful. There's been a lot of heavy energy. So I wanted to introduce people to my favorite coaches and my favorite leaders who are going to guide us through practices Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So on Monday, we're going to do evening yoga with my friend Jess. Tuesday, Haylee's going to lead us through holotropic breath work. On Wednesday, I'm going to lead us through guided mindfulness meditation and EFT. On Thursday, my good friend 𝘿𝙀𝙈𝙈𝙀𝙀 is going to be presenting sound healing. And on Friday, I'm going to come on back and finish the week out. And we're going to do a guided visualization for stress relief and finishing it out with an extended EFT session. So I will, if you're interested in that, I forgot to give Haylee that link, but I'll give it to her. And if you are in the, I think it's the Telegram chat that we're all in, if you are interested in registering, just let me know and I'll drop the link there as well. So I'm just looking at the chat, just make sure, okay, I'm making sure we don't have any questions so far. I'm a long-time lucid dreamer, but never used EFT for lucid dreaming before. But the last time you were here, it somehow worked for me. Yay! After the talk, I went to a 3 to 4 hour lucid dream that night. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Perfect. So that's everything that I have for us. So what I want you to do is go ahead and drop me a number 8 in the comment section below. If you have your pens, your papers, notebooks, pens, papers, notebooks, tablets, recording devices, whatever you need to take notes. If you have the workbook, go ahead and pull it up. We're going to be working out of the EFT workbook. Go ahead and drop me a number 8. That's going to let me know that you're paying attention, that you are ready to roll, and you are ready to dive on into it. So let me see some 8s. Let me see some 8s. Okay, I'm seeing those 8s already. So thank you all. If you don't know who I am, allow me to briefly introduce myself. My name is Erin. I am a certified life coach, mindfulness and meditation practitioner, and mindset guru. I'm here to bring you the tips, tools, and techniques that you can use in order to create a positive shift and transformation in your life. Tonight, I'm going to be presenting EFT for Dreamwork, and this is my personal practice that I hold very dear. So I hope that the information that I'm giving you this evening is going to allow you to progress and accelerate through your dream work journey. Okay, I know that's what we're all here for, and dream work is so important to me. Oh, I see Mama Sela is here. She's here for my channel. Hey, Mama, how you doing? So let's go. And Armand is here. Hey, hey, hey. Armand is 𝘿𝙀𝙈𝙈𝙀𝙀, and he is going to be presenting during Wellness Week. So make sure y'all check him out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my workbook. If you have your workbook, go ahead and turn to page 4. What is EFT? EFT, the emotional freedom technique, is an alternative holistic therapeutic technique that is used to treat mental, emotional, and physical distress. It is often referred to as tapping or psychological acupressure. EFT is performed by tapping on areas in the physical body in order to activate the energy stored in the body's cellular memory in order to bring it up to be released. Many people perform EFT in a variety of ways. The technique that you will learn here will also be combined with neuro-linguistic programming called NLP in order to help you release and transform blockages, issues, beliefs, habits, and patterns of behavior that no longer serve you well. So just in a nutshell, EFT is a technique where we're going to be tapping on different points in the body. Each one of these points corresponds with the meridian. The meridians come from the traditional Chinese medicine system. Each meridian also corresponds to an organ. Those organs are said to hold emotional energy. Now, I'm pretty sure many of us are familiar with the body's energy, and the body holds its own memory. In fact, if you're familiar with Tibetan Buddhist practices, and we often hear about karma. Sometimes in the West, we personify karma as a woman who is like coming to get you for the things that you do. Karma really, in the traditional sense, just means tendencies like reactions and just, I think tendencies would be the best word. But the number one karma, the biggest body of karma that we have is actually the physical body. The physical body holds memory. Even sometimes like we have a craving to do something or a desire to do something, or even you can go past a place where you've had a particular negative experience or a positive experience, and then your body reacts before your mind even reacts. Or say something is about to happen to you. Say you're about to step out in the middle of the street and a car is coming. The body will jerk you back before your mind even realizes it. So your body has its own wisdom. So what we're using EFT for is to tap into the body's wisdom, because many times when we want to do that new thing in life, we have these old patterns and these old tendencies that continue to pull us back and make us do that old thing. So intellectually, you may be telling yourself, oh yes, tonight I'm going to do my wake back to bed, or throughout my day, I'm going to do my reality checks. But because you're not used to this, or you're used to doing something else, you may have this propensity to want to do that old thing that is not supporting you. So I use EFT to make this emotional, energetic connection, to break those old emotional and energetic bonds and to reestablish new ones. And I'm going to teach you how to do that this evening. Okay. So once again, in my EFT masterclass, typically I teach EFT for personal development. So if you go ahead, if you have the workbook, if you turn to page 5, you'll see at the top, what can EFT be used for? Relief from physical pain, emotional suffering, mental and spiritual challenges, which we could classify this as. Abandonment issues, sadness, depression and anxiety, feeling stuck, lack of motivation and inspiration, procrastination issues, getting clarity on an issue, getting insights about situations and people, remembering dreams. We're going to talk about that this evening. Opening your intuitive channels, finding inner and outer peace and tranquility, attracting the right people, increase success in your personal and professional life, and so many other topics and reasons, okay? So that's just a little bit about what EFT can be used for. Let me come back over here to the chat and just make sure I don't see any questions. And there is a lag, so I'm seeing myself in real time here, and then over here on the camera, I'm seeing it's just a little bit behind. So once again, if everything is clear so far, drop me a number 8. That's going to let me know that we're ready to move forward. If you do have a question or anything about, just the overview, drop me your question in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to expand upon that information. So let me see some 8s, or let me see some questions. Let me see some 8s, or let me see some questions. How does EFT affect our emotions? So you're going to get an actual experience of that this evening, but it is basically we're going to bring the emotion up. So say you were dealing with some issue, say you were in a bad relationship, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to leave he, she, them alone. But you keep having these old emotions that, every time you say, you know what, I'm not going to answer the phone for them anymore, or I'm going to just disconnect. But then as soon as you see that text message, you're being dumb again, and you're answering the text message and picking up the phone. And you try to suppress those emotions. We're actually going to bring them up. So we'll be bringing them up. So, you are going to feel it, but we're going to learn how to override those emotions to learn how to do a new thing. So EFT is going to allow you to bring up those emotional experiences, to acknowledge and accept what is going on, but then to override them. I'm not sure if that answers your question. For different people, that could be different things regarding, what emotional experience you're going through, but it's not like tapping on your body is going to produce an emotion that's not there. So it's not going to do that at all. How can EFT help with procrastination? Because procrastination is a habit. It is a pattern of behavior. So, and I think it will become more clear once we move forward, but you're going through the EFT process, you're going to bring up why you're procrastinating and that you're procrastinating. And then through that process, you're going to override those beliefs and override those thoughts and those patterns of behavior. So I'll be showing you that, but tonight's sessions are going to be geared specifically towards lucid dreaming and dream work. But in the EFT workbook, there are sections on other life issues, and it will guide you through the process of using EFT for activities outside of dream work and lucid dreaming. Wow, it helps to reprogram our brain to assign another emotion to an experience, right? Let me see. Another emotion to an experience. It breaks that emotion. Yes, I would say yes. You are assigning, I wouldn't say it's assigning another emotion, but in a way, yes. It is allowing you to break the old pattern and establish a new pattern. For some people that may be emotional, but not necessarily for everyone. For some people, it just may be purely intellectual. But let's go ahead and move forward. And I think that diving into it is going to allow you all to experience and see exactly what we're working with here. And it's going to satisfy your curiosity. So if you have the workbook, go ahead. And what I want you to do is you can turn to page 6. Let's review page 6. Meridian points, physical organs, and emotions. EFT focuses on meridian points that correspond to certain organs in the physical body. Meridian points stem from the traditional Chinese medicine system. They are the pathways. So in the traditional Chinese medicine system, the meridians allow for qi or prana to flow. In the Western, from a Western perspective, we may call this just the nervous system, the neural pathways through which those electric impulses flow that stimulate our emotions and stimulate those hormones, okay? So you'll notice that the points that we're going to be tapping on do correspond to the spinal cord and they're going to be corresponding to major arteries and where major nerves are. So you're going to be tapping directly on there. What we're doing is we're knocking on the door of the body to say, hey, I'm here. I'm ready to bring it up. I'm not going to deny it anymore. I'm ready to acknowledge what I'm doing. And then I really want to do something different. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about the meridian points. And I'm also going to guide you through where we're going to be tapping before we bring in the NLP. So what I want you to do is go ahead and tap where I'm tapping. I'm going to tell you what the meridian point is, what the organ is, and what that emotional energy is, okay? Funny how he explained what's happening in my relationship. Synchronicities are everywhere. You all are good. That is so funny. Okay, I'm excited to use this in my life. Perfect. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we start on the karate chop point. We begin and end here in every EFT session, okay? So typically I will use 2 or 3, 4 fingers. I'm just using fingers to tap right here. And this is not the harder I tap, the better it works. I'm not banging I'm not doing that. Some people tap like this. Some people tap on the table edge, whatever you want to do. This is how I tap, so I'm just tapping very nicely, very lightly on the karate chop point. The karate chop point corresponds with the small intestine's meridian, and the emotion that's held here are hate, cruelty, impatience, and abandonment. So once again, this is where we're going to begin and end each session. Then we're going to move to the eyebrow point. So this is above the eyebrow to the inner part, above the inner part. So if you feel right here, you're going to feel a ridge. Feel right here, there's a ridge here. Tap right there. Tap, 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 tap. This is where we're tapping next. This is the bladder meridian, and it corresponds with anger, frustration, jealousy, and envy. Next, we're going to tap on the sides of the eyes, and this is the gallbladder meridian. The gallbladder meridian corresponds once again to anger, frustration, jealousy, and envy. Next, we're going to tap underneath the eyes. We're going to tap underneath the eyes. Go ahead and tap, follow along with me, tap underneath the eyes. And this is the stomach meridian. It corresponds with worry, nervousness, anxiety, and mistrust. Okay. Next, we're going to tap under the nose, and this is called our governing vessel meridian. Now, this is a major meridian, and it corresponds to many other meridians. So there's not a single emotion that's held here. And if you all know anything about neurology and nerves, there's a lot of nerves in the face, and many of the nerves that are in the face are around this jaw area. The jaw is actually one of the most sensitive areas in the body. So in this area, there are a lot of nerves, but we're tapping under the nose. Then we're going to go ahead and bring it to the chin. Okay, the chin is our conception meridian. This corresponds to our reproductive organs. Okay, so this is longing, lust, humiliation, and jealousy. Longing, lust, humiliation, and jealousy. Next, we're going to tap on the collarbone points. Okay, so here are the points of my collarbone. Some people tap right here. I don't tap right here. So this is, sorry, hopefully I'm back. So I got a phone call. Let me see, just watching the screen really quickly. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but a phone call came through anyway. Just watching. So sorry, there's going to be a lag. I'm just trying to make sure that you can see me okay. Okay, perfect. You're with us. Thank you. Okay, so the collarbone, some people tap on their collarbone points right here. I don't tap right there. Here is my actual collarbone. So I tap a little bit over to the side, down towards my underarms. Clearly my underarms are down here. Let me actually take this off, so you can see. So my underarms, you know, are down here. I'm not tapping under my underarm, but I'm tapping about right here, okay? So some people call this a sore spot or a sensitive spot. There are lymph nodes in this area as well. So be a little careful right here. This is not sensitive on me at all, but this is our next tapping point. This is our next tapping point. And the collarbone spot corresponds with the kidney meridian, okay? And the kidney meridian corresponds with fear. So next, we're going to tap under the arm. So you can tap on the left side on our floating ribs. So ladies, this is going to be about where your bra strap hits. For the gentlemen, this is just going to be where our floating ribs are. So, you know, your sternum right here, a little bit down, over. So you can tap on the left side. You can tap on the right side, wherever you feel most comfortable. Some people tap both sides. I typically tap on my left side. The left side corresponds with the spleen meridian. And this is anger, despair, disgust, nervousness, and worry. If you want to tap on the right side, this corresponds with our liver meridian. And this is similar: anger, bitterness, guilt, hatred, and resentment, okay? Next, we'll tap on the wrist, okay? And the wrist corresponds with multiple meridians. And the energy, though, that's mostly held here is going to be grief, okay? Grief. Then we'll tap on the top of the head. I know it's a lot of tapping points, but trust me, you'll get used to it, and then you'll be able to go through this with no problem. The top of the head is our governing vessel 20, also called the 𝘙𝙀, or the 100 ways meridian. And as you can imagine, this corresponds with our spinal column. And so there are a number, you know, basically all of our meridians connect here, all of our nerves connect here as well, okay? So that's the basic tapping sequence. So we're going to go through it 2 more times, okay? So we're going to go through it pretty quickly. So just tap with me. Eyebrows, sides of the eyes, underneath the eyes, underneath the nose, chin, collarbone, on your left side or your right side, wrist, top of the head, eyebrows, sides of the eyes, underneath the eyes, underneath the nose, chin, collarbone points, left or right side, wrist, top of the head. And then let's go ahead and end back at the karate chop point. Remember, we start and end at the karate chop point. Once you're done, what I want you to do is just go ahead and bring your body into a state of stillness. Take a few deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with the sigh. Release any tension, tightness, stress. Do this 2 more times. And just rest in that state of stillness. And you should feel some tingling, some warmth, some sensations. You should feel the flow of chi or prana moving through the meridians now that we have gotten it to cycle through this meridian system. Okay, so go ahead and come on back. If you felt anything, go ahead and drop that in the comment section. If you felt anything, go ahead and drop that in the comment section. And while you're at it, drop me a number 8 to let me know that you are still with me, that you were able to tap on all of the tapping points, that you got that information. And of course, since this may be many people's first time doing this, you may not have it exactly down, but we're going to do this multiple times throughout this workshop session. So don't worry, okay? But I just want to make sure that you are with me so far, and that you are picking up what I'm putting down, that you are smelling what I'm stepping in, that you have gathered the information that I have given you thus far. So if you have, go ahead and drop me a number 8. If not, go ahead and let me know with a comment, concern, or question. Wow, definitely feels like an activation. Yes. Daryl said, yes, feeling the flow. Yes, Daryl, feel that flow. Thank you for the 8s, everybody. Thank you for the 8s. Thank you for the 8s. Okay. So let's go ahead and move forward. So we talked about the order of the tapping. So what I want to do now is I want to break down the EFT session process, okay? If you have the workbook, you will notice that on page 13, there is an EFT success worksheet, okay? And this section is fillable. So you'll see that it has set sections for 2 different sessions, and it outlines the basic process. So you do have that in the workbook if you need it. And once again, that's on page 15. But let's go back up and let's talk about our starting sentences and self-talk. So remember what I said, we're going to be combining EFT with NLP. And NLP stands for neuro-linguistic programming. So it's basically this concept of self-talk, okay? So when we're bringing up the issue, we're going to be tapping on our karate chop point. Now, many people do this different ways. Some people will just repeat the issue. I always engage in self-talk. I'm a special type of person, and I talk to myself anyway. I talk to myself and I answer myself. Shout out to those of you who talk to yourself and answer yourself, because you know we always have to go to the expert for the best advice. So we always have to come back home to us, okay? So when we're dealing with that issue, when we're ready to bring it up, we're going to tap on our karate chop point. So I have a template starting sentence for you, and this is the one that I would like you to use, okay? And it's going to be, even though blank, I completely love and accept myself. So it could be, even though I did not have a lucid dream last night, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I forgot to do my wake back to bed practice, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have been having difficulty remembering and recalling my dreams, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have not been doing my reality checks and I told myself I was going to do my reality checks, I completely love and accept myself. Okay, so we'll start right here. Even though blank, I completely love and accept myself. And when we're gonna say this sentence 3 times and we'll tap right here, then we'll move into the basic EFT tapping sequence. And then once we're ready to end it, we're gonna come back to the karate chop point and we'll end saying, and so it is, so it is, so it is, okay? Some people like to also take a rating before and after. If you are beginning EFT, you're beginning your EFT journey, I would highly suggest that you do this. So there are 2 types of scales that people use. Some people use the 1 to 10 scale. 1 meaning, you know, it really can be organized whatever way you want it to be. 1 could be, you know, bad, 1 could be good. You know, 10 could be like, you know, I'm feeling really anxious about this. I really have a problem, like I'm on a level 10 right now. Or it could be 10 is, you know, I'm completely good. You know, I'm feeling better. So whatever way you want to rate yourself is perfectly okay. Do what works for you. Some people like to do a -10 to a +10 because they feel like the positive end of the spectrum should be for, feeling good, and the negative end of the spectrum should be for feeling bad. However you want to do it, whatever your flavor, whatever your sauce, whatever your seasoning, do what works for you, okay? Do what works for you. But I would advise, especially in the beginning, rating before and after. So say you're doing an EFT session for dream recall, and you feel like right now my dream recall is horrible. It's horrible. And I'm feeling really, really frustrated and anxious about my dream recall. So I'm going to rate myself a 10 on that, because I'm at a 10 right now, and I'm feeling really just anxious about it and frustrated and upset with myself. So I'm going to give myself a 10. And my goal is to work myself down to that 1, where I feel completely comfortable. Okay. So know that every EFT session, you might not jump from a 10 to a 1. You might just go from a 10 to a 9, or from a 10 to an 8. You may have to do multiple EFT sessions. Normally when I do mine is I'll give myself a few topics for the week, and I'll tap all week. And then of course, if anything comes up in between, then, I'll normally tap right then and there when I need to, or, the day of as well. So I just don't want anybody to expect that one EFT session is going to get you out of the mud. Okay. So when we're doing this first step, you do your rating, then you come up with your template sentence, even though blank, I completely love and accept myself. This is bringing that issue to the surface, because many times we don't want to acknowledge it. We want to deny it. We want to lie about it. We want to push it away. We want to cover it up. We want to do everything that we can do, but acknowledge what it is. And what we're trying to do is acknowledge what it is, because that's what's tapping on the door of the body. We're saying, hey, body, I'm ready to bring it up, because I'm ready to release it. I'm ready to transform it. I'm really ready to let it go. I don't want to keep doing this. I don't want to be back here at this step. Okay. So that's another reason why we always include, I completely love and accept myself. Okay. So even though blank, I completely love and accept myself. So there's going to be 2 basic things that we're going to be doing when we are doing our EFT tapping and NLP talking. We're going to have a cycle down process, and we're going to have a cycle up process. If you have the workbook, go ahead and turn to page 9. Go ahead and turn to page 9 and look at the bottom of page 9. There's a graph here. It's called the emotional guidance scale. So on the left-hand side of the graph, we have our downward spiral, okay? And you can see it starts at an 8, boredom, pessimism, all the way down to revenge, hatred, anger, jealousy, insecurity, guilt, all these negative emotions. As we're spiraling downward, we're getting more specifically negative. And I call this getting to the root. We want to get to the root of it, because we all know if you cut off those twigs and those leaves and those flowers at the top, all it's going to do is grow back. We need to get to the root of it and pull that thing up and do something different. Okay. So we do want to get to the root of it. We're going to do this spiral down process. We're going to be speaking specifically about what it is. And I always encourage people to be open, honest, and authentic during the entire thing, but especially during this part. It's not about guilt. It's not about judgment. It's not about blame. It's about acknowledgement and identification. Okay. So once you get to the root of it, you're going to know, because you're going to feel what's called a felt sense. I call this the eureka, or the aha. You're going to feel, oh, that's it. Even if you didn't know what it was before, the process of tapping and moving that energy and doing this NLP, this self-talk, it's going to come up, okay? And when you hit that root, you're going to know. When you hit that root, then we're going to cycle up. So you see on the left-hand side, you have your upward spiral, and it begins from 7 and it goes to 1. So you have all of these positive emotions, from contentment to optimism, enthusiasm, passion, all the way up to joy and empowerment and freedom, and so on and so forth. And it keeps going. This is the point where we're going to reprogram those thoughts, those beliefs, those patterns of behavior, and learn to do a new thing. Okay. So you're going to rate yourself on a scale, whatever scale you want to use, 1 to 10, -10 to +10, whatever it is, whatever you want to do. You are going to start out with your template sentence. You're going to create your template sentence. You're going to tap on your karate chop point 3 times, starting your template sentence. You're going to go through your tapping process, cycling down. When you hit that eureka, you're going to continue tapping. You're going to cycle back up to hit that next 𝘎𝑗𝑢𝑟𝑒KA. And then once you're ready to bring that thing back on home, you're going to come back to the karate chop point and you're going to tap right here and you're going to say, and so it is 3 times. At the end, you'll shake. Why do we shake? Because we're going to be generating a lot of hormones and endorphins, and we shake and this releases that excess energy and that excess stress. And then I always advise people to have some water near you, so you'll take a sip of water to kind of cleanse and clear the body. And I know that was a lot. Once again, drop me a number 8 in the comment section below if you're picking up what I'm putting down, if you're smelling what I'm stepping in, if it all makes sense so far. We are going to go through some examples. We're going to go through numerous examples. So you're going to get the experience this evening. Don't worry, I'm not going to just leave you high and dry, but just give me a number 8 if you're feeling me so far. If it doesn't make sense, if you have a question or something, go ahead and drop me a question in the comment section. You are so welcome, Lucid Moon. And thank you, Haylee, for having me. I appreciate it. Let me see some 8s or let me see some questions. We got a number of people in here, so we should have some 8s on the screen or some questions. Let me see some 8s or some questions. Okay, I'm seeing those 8s. I'm seeing those 8s. I'm seeing those 8s. Perfect. So we went through the tapping process. We went through starting sentences. So on page 11, there are a number of different example starting sentences for different sessions, not related to lucid dreaming, but for related to like EFT for self-confidence, EFT for body image, EFT for a hard day, or even EFT to prepare for an upcoming day. I'm just going through the workbook really quickly to see if I've missed anything and to let you know what's in there in case you were wondering. Page 12, EFT to go deeper. So you can also use EFT to discover things or to clarify things that you didn't know before. You have your EFT success worksheet. Oh, advanced tapping points. So we're not going to be going through advanced tapping points this evening, but on page 14, there is a section for advanced tapping points. Now, if you do get the workbook, I would highly suggest that you start with the basic tapping points first. Don't just go to the advanced tapping points because you think that whatever you're dealing with is hard. Because the thing is, if you desensitize your body to these advanced tapping points, they're not going to work that well for you after a while. So you don't want to cry wolf, okay? Use the basic tapping sequence for a week or two. Use what we're going through for a while. And then if you find that it doesn't work, go ahead and move on to the advanced tapping points. Discovering limiting beliefs. So for those of you who are wondering about limiting beliefs and using EFT for that, and that can include things like, lucid dreaming is hard, or it takes years to learn how to lucid dream, or I'll never be able to lucid dream, or I'll never be able to become lucid in my dreams. Those could be examples of limiting beliefs that relate to lucid dreaming and dream work. So there's a discovering limiting beliefs with EFT. Then there are some journaling prompts for you on pages 16, 17, 18. Sorry, just going through transformation, beliefs, and behaviors. So how to transform your beliefs and behaviors on page 18, 19, and 20. Perfect. Okay. Do you think about lucid dreaming role in tomorrow's world? Do you think about lucid dreaming? I'm not sure if I understand your question, Chris, but I'll be more than happy to answer it. Go ahead and just retype it again and clarify, or just ask it in a different way, and I'll be more than happy to answer that for you. But what I want to do is I want to go on to some example sessions, okay? So I have a number of sessions that I did just think about. Now, even when I do this in my workshop, I never plan out what I'm going to say, and I don't advise that you all do that. You want it to be very spontaneous and very natural when you're doing this, okay? Sorry, y'all, I'm drinking my tea. You want it to be very spontaneous. You want it to be very natural. You want it to be very authentic. But I'm going to give you the topics and just drop whatever one you want to do first. And we'll go through a number of them. So I have increase intention and your dedication to your practice. EFT for reality checks. EFT for dream recall. EFT the morning after, so perhaps the morning after you've practiced if you didn't have a lucid dream, and then an EFT for wake back to bed. So let me see in the comment section what you all would like to do first, and we'll just narrow them down and we'll try to get through all of them. So I do want to give you some example sessions and how I would actually go through it and what I would say, because I want you to get the experience and, really integrate this practice into your life, especially if this practice calls to you. So I'm just looking in the comment section. I see one for intention. Ooh, we know that intention is important. That's a part of that's a part of the foundational elements that we need for dream work. Intention, our reality checks, awareness. For some of us, that could include lucidity techniques. Let's see, reality check, wake, back to bed, and recall. Okay, so we have one for each of them. Let's see, I'm gonna just give it another 30 seconds to see if we get any duplicates. And then, okay, I see a lot of them for wake, back to bed now. So let's start off with the wake, back to bed. Now, I'm gonna tell you, when I do this for wake, back to bed, I do not follow the protocol that I just told you all, but I will show you how I do it, okay? So when I do EFT for wake, back to bed, so my wake, back to bed process is I normally wake up, record my dream. I will meditate for about 5 minutes, just a very quick meditation. And then once I have cleared my mind and my body and my energy, and I'm in this place of stillness, silence, and spaciousness where I'm really able to set my intentions and visualize really, really well, then I will pick a moment in the dream where I could have become lucid. And I will imagine myself realizing that I'm dreaming right then and there, and then doing a reality check. So say, I often dream about that I'm in a school, okay? So say I woke up from a dream and I was in a school, but I did not realize that I was dreaming. Most of the time, I'll just tap on my karate chop point. And I'm gonna this is exactly what I do, y'all. So I'll tap right here and I'll say, and tap along with me. So for the example sessions, I'm gonna tap and I'll talk and I'll leave a space for you to talk after me. Repeat what I say. If you would naturally say it a different way, say it a different way. Once again, be open, honest, and authentic. If you would say it with some different sauce or some different spice or seasoning, say it how you would say it, okay? You want it to be real. Do the real thing, okay? So whenever I wake up, I always tell myself, the next experience that I have is a dream. And I'm realizing I'm dreaming while I'm dreaming. The next experience that I have is a dream. And I am realizing I am dreaming while I am dreaming. The next experience that I have is a dream. And I am realizing I'm dreaming while I'm dreaming. Eyebrow points. The next time I'm in a school, I am doing a reality check. And I am realizing I'm dreaming while I'm dreaming. The very next time I'm in a school, I'm doing a reality check. And I'm realizing I'm dreaming while I am dreaming. And then maybe that's all I do. And then I'll stop, visualize myself in that school, visualize myself, I'm looking around, I see the school. And then in my visualization, I say, hey, this is a school. I'm dreaming. I told myself the next time I was in a school, I would realize that I'm dreaming while I'm dreaming, and I would do a reality check. This is a school I'm in. I'm in a school right now. This is a dream. Let me do my reality check. So I look at my hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 fingers. Put it down. Let me look again. Just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 fingers. Oh, my thumb looks crazy. Oh, this is a dream. This is a dream. This is a dream. I'm dreaming. I'll visualize that. And I'll do my visualization 3 times. So then I'll start back again. The next time I am in a school, I am doing a reality check. And I'm realizing I'm dreaming while I'm dreaming. And I'll continue to cycle and I'll say that. I'll say it 3 times, stop, visualize, successful, start back again, Start back at the next tapping point. Continue to tap through. The next time I'm in a school, I will do a reality check, and I'm realizing I'm dreaming while I'm dreaming. Once I finish that final visualization, I come back to that karate chop point to end it off. And so it is, so it is, so it is. I shake my body. Deep breath. And for those of you all who have my dream tea, if I have a mug of my dream tea, remember I put it in the Telegram group that I will keep half of my mug of my dream tea. I'll sip that, cleanse my body, roll over, go back to sleep. If that makes sense, go ahead and drop me number 8 in the comment section below. If that does not make sense, drop me a question in the comment section below. Thank you. Is it for a specific product or can be used for the entire masterclass, the masterclass, and companion work? Okay, so the 25% off is just for the workbook. The masterclass, if you get any of my masterclasses, the workbooks are included in there, so you do not have to pay separately. Everything comes together as one. But the 25% off discount is for the workbooks. Do we need both hands for reality checks or is one hand? Okay, I only do one hand. I don't think you need both hands. I mean, what do I want to say? I'm getting downloads, y'all. Your belief system matters the most. If you believe that you need 2 hands, I always suggest choosing beliefs that support your goals and support your ultimate well-being. And so I talk about this when I specifically bring up limiting beliefs. It's not always about, is the belief true or false? It's about, does this belief support my goal or does it not support my goal? Now, if you choose to believe that you need 2 hands to do reality checks, well, in the dream, you may only have 1 hand. So then you set yourself up for a sticky situation, or you're making it more complicated on yourself than what it needs to be. So I will always pick a belief that's going to be easy and effective. So I would just choose 1 hand. I only look at 1 hand. You only need 1 hand. I mean, you look at the hand and you got 7 fingers on here or 10 fingers on here. I don't think you necessarily need to look at the other hand and see if you have 5 there when you got 10 over here. You know what I mean? So choose whatever works for you, but I would say choose a belief that's easy and effective because you don't want to complicate it too much. Even when we become lucid in the dream state, depending, there are different levels of lucidity. And I know Haylee talks about this in her videos. There are different levels of lucidity. And even though we become lucid, we can still be kind of stupid in the dream, like you can become lucid and you'll still do something that you would do when you're non-lucid. So it's kind of like being drunk, you have drunk brain sometimes. So make it very easy on yourself, not just 1 hand or 2 hand, but as you go through anything with dream work and lucid dreaming and reality checks and anything, make it easy on yourself. Choose a belief that is going to be easy for you to support and that is going to support your goals. Either should be fine, whatever is more comfortable for you. Can still count to 10 on 1 hand for reality check by doing it twice a day. Yeah, true. Thank you, Aaron. I feel that would make sense. Yes. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Do we have any other questions? If we don't have any other questions, then we'll move to another example session. And the other sessions are more the cycle down, cycle up process. Yes, Haylee says totally. There are different levels of awareness in the dream. So make the reality check process as thorough but easy to implement. Exactly. Thorough but easy. Make it easy on yourself, okay? But make sure that you actually do it thoroughly and engage with it. Bring in as many sensations as you can because that's going to increase your focus, increase your awareness, and lead to a deeper state of lucidity. Just making sure, do we have any other questions? Seeing if we have any other questions. Perfect. So let me read off the other sessions for us. So we did wake back to bed. So we have increased intention and dedication to practice, reality checks, dream recall, or lucidity the morning after. So those are the 4 sessions we have left. So increase intention and dedication to practice, reality checks, dream recall, or lucidity the morning after, we'll call it. So go ahead and take a vote in the comment section, and then I'll guide you through the next one that we choose. Wow, I love this. Thank you, Lucid Moon. So glad that you love it. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm just watching the chat. Sorry, y'all see me looking on the screen. I'm just watching the chat. I like to read the energy in the room. I'm trying to make sure that you all get what you came here for. So if there's a specific session that you want to go through, you know, I want to make sure that you get that. So that's why I like to ask you what it is that you want to do. I'm seeing 1 for reality checks. Let's see what else we got. I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds. If not, we can do, yeah, I can list them again. So the first one is going to be to increase your intention and dedication to practice. The second one is for reality checks. So typically I do this one when I haven't been doing my reality checks, and I know I need to do them, but I haven't been doing them. The third session, example session, is dream recall, when you're not experiencing, recalling and remembering those dreams as vividly as you want to. And you want to do a little EFT session for that. And the fourth one is going to be the morning after. So our EFT session that I would do the morning after, perhaps if I did my wake back to bed practice, or if I did any other type of practice and I did not become lucid, then this is what the EFT session that I typically do the morning after. You got it, Jason, no problem. Increase intention the morning after. Reality test once again. Maybe I should just go through them. We'll just go through them all because everybody is listing different ones. So I wanted to, you know, just get some votes in to see what people read the energy in the room. But let's just, you know what, let's just do them one by one. So the first one we'll do is increase intention and dedication to practice. Let's do that one. So many of us want to practice, but we don't practice. Many of us want to practice, but we don't practice. Maybe we think it's hard. We don't have a strong intention, you know, and you know that that intention is key. It's key in order to wake ourselves up in the dream state. So this is a session that I would do if I were really wanting to practice, but for some reason I'm off balance and I haven't been practicing. Okay, so let's do this. I'm just bringing myself to center because once again, I don't plan anything that I'm going to say, and I'm just trying to I'm putting myself in that mode. You know, I want to practice, but I haven't been practicing. So we'll use the template sentence. Even though I have not been doing my lucid dreaming practices, I completely love and accept myself. So go ahead, let's come to the karate chop point. Just tap and talk after me. Even though I have not been doing my lucid dreaming practices, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have not been doing my lucid dreaming practices, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have not been doing my lucid dreaming practices, I completely love and accept myself. So let's start with our cycle down. I feel so frustrated with myself. Just being honest, I'm angry, I'm pissed with myself. Because I know I'm supposed to be doing my lucid dreaming practices. I know I'm supposed to be recording my dreams in my dream journal. I know I'm supposed to be doing reality checks. I'm supposed to be doing all of these things, but I just can't bring myself to do it. I mean, for real, it's so boring. It's so boring. And everybody pretends like doing all of this stuff is so much fun. But it's just another chore on my list. It's another thing that I have to do. And it hasn't been working for me in the first place. So I don't even understand why I have to do this stuff. And I get online. I go in Haylee's Telegram group. And everybody's talking about how they're having all of these lucid dreams. And when I do all of this stuff, I don't have any lucid dreams. I hate doing these practices. Maybe that's your aha moment. I hate doing these practices. You finally said it. I hate it. So we'll cycle back up. Even though I hate doing these practices, lucid dreaming is important to me. There's something about lucid dreaming and dream work that just calls to my spirit. And the thing is, deep down inside, I know this is the practice for me. Lucid dreaming and dream work adds so much to my life. I'm so interested in it. I'm so passionate about this topic. And the thing is, I know from past experience that following my interests and my passions always leads me to success. All of this dream work, all of this lucid dreaming, all of these practices are leading me towards success. And I am willing to step onto that path. I am willing to do what I need to do. Deep down inside, I know I'm a master of lucid dreaming. And the master loves to practice. I am a master of lucid dreaming. And I love my practices. Even when they're challenging, it gives me an opportunity to learn and grow. I am learning and growing through my practices. So I am setting this intention to give just a little bit more dedication to my dream work every day. Doesn't have to be all at once, but I'm willing to do a little bit at a time. Today, I'm willing to do a little bit more than what I did yesterday. So today, I'm doing my reality checks. Today, I'm doing my dream journaling. And I am inspired to move forward on my lucid dreaming journey. Let's come back to our 𝘾𝙃𝙈𝙈𝙀𝙀 point. And so it is. So it is. So it is. Shake. Deep breath. Out with a sigh. And go ahead and take a sip of water or tea. Drop me an 8 in the comment section below if you were feeling that EFT session. Maybe I said something that resonated with you. Let me know, how do you all feel about that one? Are you picking it up? Are you smelling what I'm stepping in? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Is the process a little bit more clear for you? Even in that one, I'm pretty sure a lot of us have experienced like, dang, I know I need to be doing these practices, but I really just don't feel like doing these practices. And one day turns into 2 days, and 2 days turns into 2 weeks. The next thing you know, it's a whole month and we haven't done a single reality check. And then we don't know how to get back into it. So this is another way that you can use EFT to kind of override those emotions of, this is bullshit. I don't even feel like doing this. I don't want to do this. It hasn't been working out for me. And to be able to get yourself back into that place and that space of saying, you know what, this is for me. And maybe I have not achieved the results that I wanted because I have this negative mindset and these unsupported beliefs that are leading to unsupportive behaviors of me not engaging in the practices that I set out to practice. So let me use some EFT to motivate myself, to inspire myself, and to just give a little bit more dedication to what I'm here to do. I think I'm tapping my points too hard. Is that normal, or should I tap softer? If you feel like you're tapping too hard, tap softer. Remember, it's not about the harder that I tap, the better it's going to work. Now, you can't see normally. Yeah, you can't see normally after I've done long EFT sessions, you'll see it's like red. It's not really a lot of red on me right now, but so I do get red, especially when I have tapped for a long time, but you don't have to like bang on your body. I'm just doing a soft little, I'm just doing a soft little tap, a soft little tap. Felt so good to, you're describing me. Felt so good to acknowledge and become aware of the emotions and thoughts so you can shift them. Yes, yes, yes. That was so good. Ooh, I'm so glad you're describing me. I'm describing you, Tab, just an active, yes, just exactly, Haylee, just an activation of those points. So we're not trying to, punch ourselves. So let's go ahead and move to the next one. Let's actually, that same one, is it clear how you could use that one for reality checks when you're not doing your reality checks? If not, I can do one for reality checks, but if that's clear, because that's very similar, like not wanting to do your practices, that could include reality checks. And as you're cycling down and cycling up, you could just bring in specifically reality checks. If that makes sense, drop me a number 8. If it doesn't make sense, drop me a number 9, okay? Let me see some 8s or let me see some 9s so I can judge the energy in the room. Let me see some 8s or let me see some 9s. And then we'll go to the next, EFT session. What if you are doing reality checks, but if they aren't showing up in your dreams? Can you an example of what you? Yes, I can. That is great. That's great. So let's do that one. Even though my reality checks are not showing up in my dreams, I completely love and accept myself. Let's do that. Even though My reality checks are not showing up in my dreams. I completely love and accept myself. Even though my reality checks are not showing up in my dreams, I completely love and accept myself. Even though my reality checks are not showing up in my dreams, I completely love and accept myself. Cycle down. I have been doing these reality checks day in, and I have been doing these reality checks day out. And they are still not showing up in my dreams. I'm just so frustrated because I don't even know what to do. Everyone says that this is what you're supposed to do. You do the reality checks, and they show up in your dreams. But that's not happening for me. And I'm starting to get really angry, and I'm getting impatient with this entire thing. I don't know, am I doing something wrong? I don't know what I'm doing. That's what this entire thing makes me feel like. I don't know what I am doing. And maybe that's it. See, maybe the cycle down could have been that quick. But I know these things take time. And it could be many things. Maybe I'm not giving enough effort. Maybe I'm just going through the motions. Sometimes I do feel like I'm just going through the motions because I just want the reality checks to show up. And I've been watching the Lucid Mystic. And she always says to develop that critical mindset. The reality checks are about developing this critical mindset of questioning. How do I know that I am dreaming right now? I need to start asking myself that question instead of just looking at my hands or plugging my nose. I'm going to give a little bit more intention when I do my reality checks to make sure that I'm actually doing everything that I need to do in the waking state. And you know what else I could do? I could be kinder to myself. I mean, my entire life, I've not been doing reality checks my entire life. So even doing them for 1 month or 2 months doesn't mean that they're gonna immediately show up in my dreams if I'm being for real, honest with myself. And I noticed that when I get frustrated, I'm not being lucid or aware. So I release feeling frustrated that my reality checks are not showing up in my dreams. And instead, I'll be kinder and gentler with myself. I will have more intention when I do my reality checks. making sure that I actually ask myself, how do I know that this is a dream? I can take my time doing my reality checks, really take my time, really investigate it, really check it out. Oh, and the more that I think about these things, now I'm actually excited to like implement these new things so that I can really just look and see what it is. So that I can really look at my state of consciousness, look at the world around me. And I know, I trust my reality checks are showing up in my dreams. I know and trust that my reality checks are showing up in my dreams. I know, trust, and I expect that my reality checks are showing up in my dreams. I release that doubt. I'm not doubting it because I see it works for everybody else and I know it works. I know it works. So instead of doubt, I trust. Instead of doubt, I give intention. Instead of doubt, I give dedication. I know, trust, and expect that my reality checks are showing up in my dreams. And so it is, so it is, so it is. Shake, deep breath, and take a sip. Okay, let me know what you all think, what you all think, what you all think. And that one was on the fly. Instead of doubt, I trust. Love that. Yes, instead of doubt, I trust. Because we have to trust, you know, and that's what I mean by when you talk and you tap, you're going to naturally say things. You're going to naturally get yourself there. It's going to come up. The cycle down, the root of that is going to come up. And then when you begin to empower yourself, it's going to build and build and build, and it will naturally come up. The natural solution for you is going to come up. And it's about continuing to reinforce that. That was fantastic. I know this is something a lot of souls are moving through in their lucid dreaming practice. Love it. Yes, love it, love it. Perfect, perfect. So I am, what is the next? The next one is dream recall. Transmutation at its finest. We always have the answers when we drop in. Yes, drop into that energy. Don't be afraid of it. Just like Haylee was saying, when we were talking about nightmares in one of her last lives, don't move away from it, move towards it. Move towards it because those answers are there and they're there for you. They're waiting for you. Thank you, Erin. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. So let's go ahead and do our EFT session on dream recall. We're making good time. I know it seems like we are doing a lot, but we're making good time. I want to make sure that we're getting through the sessions that kind of correspond with what I've seen people asking about, especially in the Telegram group and just around. Eric, you are right on time. Eric, you are right on time. Eric, go ahead and sit down and relax because we're going to do an EFT session on dream recall. Eric, if you have been trying to increase your dream recall, the vividness of your dreams, the power to remember and record your dreams, this one's for you, okay? You are right on time. We didn't even start. We were waiting on you, Eric. We were waiting on you. So let's go ahead and center ourselves. This is for everyone who has not been experiencing that dream recall. Come to our karate chop point. Even though I have not been remembering my dreams, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have not been remembering my dreams, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have not been remembering my dreams, I completely love and accept myself. Okay, cycle down. I have not been able to remember my dreams. I got my dream journal. I spent a lot of money on that dream journal. I got a special pen to write down my dreams with. I keep waking myself up in the middle of the night, disturbing my rest, disturbing my sleep. But no dreams. I mean, how can I even have a lucid dream? How can I even do any of these things if I'm not remembering my dreams? That's the point that I'm at right now. I'm just frustrated. I mean, even little kids dream. But I can't remember one dream, not even a half a dream. I'm doing all of the tips. I'm doing everything that I can. And I just feel so discouraged because every morning I wake up and there's nothing there. I feel like I'm broken. Something in me is not working. And I just don't know what I'm doing. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Let's cycle up. But I'm gonna give myself grace. I'm not ready to throw in the towel. I'm not ready. And so I'm not going to. Let me review. I know it's going to happen. I have my dream journal, I have my dream pen. Everyone says, okay, if you don't remember a dream, just write down anything. I can write down, all I saw was black. You know, sometimes I wake up with an emotion. I wake up with a feeling. It's not a dream, but it's something. I can write that down. I can write down how I felt when I woke up. Sometimes I wake up and I just saw a face of my mom. I think I saw my mom. I think I saw my dog. I can start just writing down one word, mom or dog. That's a good start. I'm writing. And I know that my dreams are there. If I want to be honest, sometimes I have like a little bit of a dream, but I'm so tired, I don't even feel like writing it down, so I don't even write that part down. I'm gonna give more dedication to this. I'm going to write down whatever comes up. It doesn't have to be a full dream. You know what? I'll take that. It doesn't even have to be a full dream. Not at all. I'm not even expecting a full dream, so I don't even get myself disappointed. But I know that I dream. I trust that I dream. And I'm even willing to help myself out and let go of the things that I may be doing that I don't know that I'm doing that are preventing me from dreaming. I let go of any habits that are stopping my dream recall, including the habit of beating up on myself. I celebrate all successes, no matter how small. I celebrate all dreams, all dream images, all dream emotions that come up for me, no matter how small. I am dedicated to writing in my dream journal every day. I write something in my dream journal every day. Because I'm telling my mind and my brain that my dreams are important to me. And I know my mind and my brain listen to me. My dreams come to me easily and effortlessly. Tonight, I'm having good dreams. Tonight, I am having many dreams. Tonight, I'm having vivid dreams. Tonight, I am remembering my dreams. Tonight, I'm having good dreams. Tonight, I'm having many dreams. Tonight, I'm having vivid dreams. And tonight is that night. Tonight is that night. I am remembering my dreams tonight. And so it is. So it is. So it is. Then we shake. Inhale. And take a sip. Okay, what do y'all think about that one? Let me know what you think about that one. Were we in the zone? Did we get it there for you? Hello, Tabitha. Hello, hello, hello. Just watching the comment section. How'd you all feel about that dream recall EFT session? We have one more. You are in my head. This is so me. I am in your head. This is all a dream. We're in each other's heads. There's only one head here, or maybe there are no heads. That was amazing. Yes, Jason, glad. Hey, Greg, I really love this. And shout out to Greg because he had a few dreams last night. I love to celebrate people's successes, so I have to shout you out, Greg. I saw your comment in the Telegram group. If you all are watching this and you have not joined Haylee's Telegram group, you're missing out. So, you know, you're missing out on it, and you really need to go ahead and join that group because we are in here making it happen. So make sure you join that group. I don't know where the link is, you know, or how you get in it. You know, I was invited, but reach out to Haylee because she's definitely gonna help you out and put you in there. But you need to be in that Telegram group. The best people are in there. Hello, Telegram community group chat. She just put it right there in the chat for you. So if you're not in there, you need to go ahead and click on that link. Yes, and see how much support you're getting in the chat, Greg. We're all here celebrating you because That's what we do here as a community. That's what we do here as a community. We're here to support and empower and uplift one another, because we all know that journey. We all know that struggle where you're not remembering your dreams, and then we have that major breakthrough. Shout out to Greg. Shout out to Greg, okay? Link is in the description of my videos and my link tree, okay? Haylee said the link is in the description of her videos and in her link tree. Yes, Jason said all the cool kids are in the Telegram. They are. All the cool kids are in the Telegram. So let's go ahead and do this last EFT session. And this is one that I typically will do the morning after. So say, you know, I woke up, I set my alarm, I woke up on my own, I did my dream journaling, I did my way back to bed, I did my visualizations. Maybe I was trying to do wild and I lay there for 2 hours and nothing happened. I went to, and all I did was fall asleep. I woke up, no lucid dream. Then I'm beating myself up in the morning. This may be the, you know, the 10th time I've tried this practice and still no lucid dreams. It's okay, because we're going to tap on it. We're going to tap on it. Okay. So our last session. Even though I did not have a lucid dream last night, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I did not have a lucid dream last night, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I did not have a lucid dream last night, I wish I would have had one. It's okay. I completely love and accept myself. I do. But I'm not gonna lie. I stayed up all night long. The previous day, I did so many reality checks. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen for me that night. I just knew last night was the night. And I wanted it so bad. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning. I wrote down my dreams. I remembered my dreams. I wrote them down. I knew it was it. I didn't even fall back to sleep immediately. I did my meditation. I did my visualization, my mild visualization. I laid on my back and it was so uncomfortable. I was itching and I wanted to move and I resisted that rollover signal. I stared at all that hypnagogic imagery for an hour or 2 hours because I knew it was it. And the next thing I knew, I just woke up. I didn't even realize that I fell asleep and I did not have a lucid dream. And I've done this practice so many times. And it just does not seem to be working. And I'm tired at this point. Like, for real, I'm tired. Not just sick and tired, but like fatigued. I'm tired because I've been up all night. So now it's the morning. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. Did not have a lucid dream, and I really want my lucid dream. Really don't know what else to say or what else to do. But I'm upset that I did not have a lucid dream last night. But you know what? Being honest, it's not the first night I didn't have a lucid dream, so it's kind of funny. But lucid dreaming and dream work is important to me. I'm not willing to quit. I'm not willing to give up. Because I know and I trust this is going to happen for me. Everything I read, everything I watch, all the YouTube videos, everything. It all says that intention is the number one thing that I need. And I'm showing my intention by not giving up. I am not giving up. I have a strong intention to wake up in my dreams. I have a strong intention to wake up in my dreams. I have a strong intention, the strongest intention to wake up in my dreams. And I'm not giving up because it's going to happen. It's happening. Today, I resolve to recognize the dream state in all of my waking experiences. Whenever I'm in a situation like a dream, I do reality checks. I do reality checks when I encounter my dream signs because I have a strong intention. I always dream that I'm in schools. Every time I see a school, every time I see a school kid, every time I see a book, every time I see a pencil, I'm doing a reality check because it's gonna happen. And I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm not taking no for an answer anymore. It's going to happen. So every time I see something that reminds me of my dream signs, I'm gonna be doing those reality checks. And I don't care what no one says. I don't care how I look. I don't care what people think of me. I don't care what they're seeing. I don't care. I don't care. I have a strong intention to wake up in my dreams. And it comes through in my attitude. It comes through in my behavior and my thoughts and my beliefs. I trust in the knowledgeable people who are around me, who are showing me the way. I trust in the text that I am reading. I trust in the YouTube videos. I trust in my courses and my classes. I trust in the universe. I trust in the divine. I'm being led here for a reason. So it might not have happened last night. Oh, but it's coming. And I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be good. And when I get there and when I get lucid, I'm immediately rubbing my hands together because I'm stabilizing that lucid dream so I can be in that thing. I'm going to be all up in that lucid dream. So once again, to underscore my intention, I resolve to recognize the dream state in all of my waking experiences today. I resolve to review my dream journal. I resolve to do my reality checks. I'm going to watch a YouTube video today. I'm going to read a book today. I am going to infuse my life with lucidity today and every day and every night. And I look forward to my lucid dream. And so it is. So it is. So it is. Shake. Go ahead and take a sip. What'd you all think? That was our last one. Did I get it? Did I tap it out for you? You tapped it out for you. Hopefully you all have enjoyed this workshop and this information this evening. I hope to see you all using and hear about you using EFT for dream work and for lucid dreaming, and to really help your practice. Hopefully through the workshop and the information and the example sessions, you've gotten an experience and a feel on how you can use EFT for different purposes. If you've done the 4 or 5 EFT sessions, hopefully one or many of them have hit on so many points that are resonant with you. And even that has begun to move the energy and shifted the energy in your life. If you were here live or if you're watching this on the replay, it's not by accident. This was here for you. Use this tool, use this information. This is hands down one of my favorite tools. I use EFT 2 to 3 times a day. I use it in my morning practice. I use it in my evening practice. And if something comes up throughout the day, I'll use EFT there as well, okay? So once again, thank you to the Queen, Miss Haylee Lynn, the Lucid Mystic, for allowing me to come on here this evening and introduce these practices to you. I'm so appreciative for this opportunity. Hey, and she's back. Hey, Haylee.
Here I am. Hello. I came out of the void. Thank you, Erin, so much. That was so cool. Not to only acknowledge the thoughts and emotions that we feel, but find a way to transmute those into a positive that can create gratitude in our practice and motivation and inspire us to continue and maybe look at things in a different way. Those were really big shifts that I got from that, and I could immediately feel the energetic difference in my body. So that is really interesting. And would you say this is maybe a form of something that you'd consider as energy work?
Definitely, yeah. So on my channel, you know, my platform, I teach personal development, but I use what I call energy work tools to help facilitate that. So just like EFT, because a lot of times we make an intellectual decision like, oh, I want to eat better, or I want to exercise more, or I want to do my lucid dreaming practices. But there's something in our body, in our heart, in our energy that just stops us from doing the thing that we said we're going to do. So I feel like EFT is definitely an energy work tool to allow us to make that emotional shift so that we're in alignment emotionally, mentally, energetically, physically, so we can do the thing that we said that we're going to do. So yes, I definitely consider this energy work.
I'm very excited to use this in my practice, and I was taking so many notes. I'm going to have to go back and study a little bit more, but I can tell everyone really, really enjoyed it in the chat. And I know that it's new for a lot of us as well. It's definitely new for me. I've heard about it and I've seen people do it, but it was nice to experience it from this point. So thank you so much for doing this. We'll definitely have to have you back on the channel. Erin, guys, he is an amazing, incredible coach, an amazing friend, and he has so much valuable info in his work. So I will make sure to post all of his links. They're already in the description of this video, where you can get his EFT workbook, the Dream Workbook bundle, and you'll also be able to see all the different classes and videos that he has on his different platforms. So to tune in, when is the first class of Wellness Week? It's the 13th?
The 14th. The 14th. So this upcoming Monday, is going to be there. So I'm not sure if I sent you that link for people to sign up. I'll definitely post it in the Telegram group, and then you'll have that. So if you can edit the description if someone sees this and they want to. But yes, Wellness Week is going to be, you know, an evening of activities for everyone. So your day is going to be on Tuesday. You're going to lead us through holotropic breath work. We're going to have yoga. We're going to have multiple meditation and EFT sessions. We're going to have sound healing by 𝙈𝙀𝙈𝙈𝙀. So if you've just been experiencing the heaviness of stress recently, wherever it is in your life, this is a free event, a virtual event for the community. Come through 7 p.m. Eastern every day next week, well, Monday through Friday. And it'll be a way to introduce everyone to something new and really just to shed and release and let go of, you know, whatever has been weighing you down.
Next week's going to be a week of alignment, and so fitting, isn't it? So guys, we will be posting about that. I will post the promo today, and make sure to follow Aaron on all of his platforms, which I will post, to hear more about Wellness Week and the other things coming up. I'm super, super excited to be included in that. So thank you for allowing me to guide everyone through some breath work. We will be live next Monday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, guys. And if you want to be able to connect with Aaron and the rest of the Dream community, of course, make sure to follow him on his platforms and also join the Telegram group, because that's a way to share your wins, ask questions, and really gain a lot from some other dreamers that you may have not connected with before. So thank you guys so much for joining. I had so much fun with this, and thank you again, Aaron, for your time and your knowledge. And as always, you guys, we are sending you endless love and endless lucidity.